Hunter, you said you were smelling Chick-fil-A?
I was smelling Chick-fil-A. It kind of sounds like a sandwich. And you know what sandwich sounds like? Witch. Chick-fil-A is run by a bunch of witches, of course.
Oh, that's an interesting take. Is it like they're like witches who make chicken, or are they just like normal witches and they run Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, they're just kind of like normal witches. You know, you need a job, you need a way to get income.
Yeah, of course, and they don't. I mean, they don't resort to like violence anymore.
No, they just happen to be witches. They just have
Yeah,
a job.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
we
you
shouldn't
know,
be dehumanizing. That'd be
when
like
the
really
witch
fucked up.
school doesn't really like apply itself, like your witch degree doesn't give itself to like a professional job or anything.
Wait.
So it can't
I'm just kind of curious. Which school are you talking?
I think this is a good spot to end for cold.
Yeah, welcome to the MallTalk podcast.
Welcome to MallTalk.
Welcome to the MallTalk podcast. I'm your host, Kush, and this is my co-host, my very best friend, one of my very best friends, Hunter. Hunter, say hi.
Hi, my name is. It is Hunter. Yeah, he wasn't lying.
Wait, I was right?
Yeah.
Huh. Nice. All right. So if you saw our last episode, we were talking about Pokemon ZA, and one of the main things that everyone is excited about for ZA is that Mega Evolutions are back. And this is a good time to reminisce on what Mega Evolutions we already have, since inevitably we are going to get Mega Evolutions. We're going to get new ones. If we're already getting it back, we're going to get new ones. So we got this list right here of all of the current Mega Evolutions by
that guy.
Salomon 683384110.
Is that a fish from SpongeBob holding a Clorox bottle?
Probably. Yeah, no, he is. He's holding bleach.
Alright, so I think I'll just go over while you're eating that, like how we're gonna rank it. It's not gonna be. I think it'd be very unfair if we just chose our favorite designs, because that can be heavily influenced from, maybe I really like Charizard's normal design, so Mega Charizard gets a huge bump, not because Mega Charizard Y looks too different from Charizard, but because I already like Charizard. So we're going to be ranking it more on how well does it do,
how well it modifies.
Yeah, how well the job. Like, so I know you really like Mega Sableye, but I think in this case, Sableye shouldn't go as high as, like, I don't know, Salamence, because it barely changes.
Yeah.
So this isn't, I guess, representative of our opinion on the designs themselves, but more on our opinion of how well they did at being megas. Although I will say, I'm gonna pick on one real quick. Give me a second. Let's go with Kangaskhan. I'm gonna pick on you.
Okay. Oh, Kangaskhan.
My man, or my woman, because it's a mom. Literally, it's the exact same design, just with its child.
Kangaskhan.
I will be... Okay, so let's start it, obviously, Kangaskhan.
I like the design of the baby.
I will
say this is just motherhood. Which I guess kind of does go to the ability of paternal bond.
It's a legitimate same design, but the kid got out of the pouch. So I think E. I'm willing to go with D at the highest.
I think it's D, because I think there's worse.
I don't know if I particularly agree, but I respect that.
No. I did kind of just want to put it there because it's the first one we're ranking, but no. Yeah, that's an E.
Okay, so...
Do you want to just go by this order now?
Yeah, we'll go by the order.
Okay.
Abomasnow, right?
Yes.
Actually, this is a huge change in design, and I kind of like how he looks like a fluffy snowball now.
He feels more abominable.
Yeah, so I think B, because I don't think it's the best design, but I think I have to respect how much it's changed from the original.
Yeah, I think this goes in either a B or an A purely because it just feels like a mega. It feels like going
Yeah.
I I hate that I'm using a My Hero Academia term. It feels like they are truly going further.
Yeah, they're really going plus ultra.
They are really going plus ultra. So that I think I'd put it at B for now.
I think top of B for
I
now.
feel like it. Well, yeah. There's. I feel like we have room to go up. I
Yeah.
feel like it could
All
only
right,
go
is that
up.
Mega Absol? I think it's really cool. I wouldn't put it as high up as Obama Snow, but just because I think it changed more. Actually, maybe let's move Obama Snow up to A because I feel like no, let's leave it at top of B.
I think this goes like either
Right below.
C or right below.
I want to give it
Because
B because I do think it works well. I just think it's not as impactful as Obama Snow.
it makes me think of like it's Absol, but they covered the eye more and it gave them, and
Okay,
that's
so I'm
kind of
looking at the
it.
next one.
So I
So I'm
think
looking
it
at the
stays
next
at
one.
B.
So even going back to Kangaskhan, Khan, so we know that we didn't get Mega Flygon because Ken Sugimori had an artist block. If you look at some of these, you can very much tell where the artist block started.
Yeah.
Example, Kangaskhan, Khan, and now this guy.
Pterodactyl. I think this is a D.
I want to give it a D because it is everything I hate about Megas and just spikes instead of like actual thought out design.
Yeah.
I think we could bump it up to C in the end, but let's leave it at D for now.
I think it stays in D purely because I know you can't really see it in the sprite, but it looks like they gave him a beard.
Yeah, one sec. I'm just refreshing myself on what Aggron normally looks like. Um, okay. So I think Mega Aggron. Oh, you're leaving.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking mango in my
Okay, that's fair.
blossom.
Okay, so I want to hear your opinion on this. But I think Mega Aggron at most can get B because I think it looks like an evolution of Aggron, which is exactly what Mega Evolution should be. But
Exactly.
in that, it doesn't change as much as Obama Snow, but it does look like an evolution, which I do think is a pro. So maybe A, B or A. I feel like it's
I think
acceptable.
this
Whatever you think.
goes top of B. For now, it goes
I think
top of
that's
B, and
fair.
I feel like it has room to move.
All right, Alakazam.
I
That's a
think this is an S tier. This
uh.
is an S tier.
I want to overall agree, but I'm looking at we have a lot of heavy hitters later, so you want to put it at top of A for now,
I will keep
or
it at top
give it an
of.
S.
I will negotiate and keep it at top of A for now, but I think the reason this is like the perfect embodiment of a mega evolution is it's literally the whole thing of like evolving. It's like you have
Yeah,
Kadabra, then you have Alakazam with spoons, and then you have more spoons.
yeah. No, I do like it.
I just love it. It's such a funny, goofy idea, but it still looks fucking badass.
I do agree. I think we should leave it at A for now because I'm looking at some future ones and I'm like, at that point, will it become like, should it just get bumped down to A anyway?
And all I'm
So
saying, this Mega Alakazam is Master Roshi. He had a lot of cereal to eat.
yeah, it's Master Roshi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Next, Altaria. C, at best.
I agree. It is just kind of like
It's
It's
fluffier.
cotton candy Pokemon. I
It's literally
think
Gmax EV.
it is just Gmax EV. So I think I agree with the C. But is there any particular reason
I
you
just
say?
think C
I feel
is
like it's
C's a
just
good.
middle of the road,
That's kind of my reasoning too. It's
or
like
like a little bit less than middle of the road.
I don't hate it as much as I hate Aerodactyl,
Yeah.
but it's not good.
Okay,
It's
next
to put it
one.
blunt.
I have very strong opinions on this mega, but I want to hear what you have to say first.
I really like it. I do want to say that. But I want to try to still take into account what we are ranking and their changes rather than what we like or dislike. And for that, I think C, maybe bottom of B, because in the end, it's the same thing but with hair.
Yeah,
So
no,
I think
I
that's
agree
kind of
with bottom of B, because the whole reason I like this is that it is kind of Ampharos, but like
hair.
it's like Ampharos if he was fresh as hell.
Yeah.
So I think that goes B for fresh as
I
hell.
need to refresh myself on Audino real quick.
Oh, it's so lame, so lame.
Yeah. I first off, I want to specify this is one of the reasons I made this rule because I don't like Audino that much. Uh, eh, the Mega. From the criteria we're giving, I think it's unfair to put it at C. I think it should be bottom of B, like bottom of B.
I think this
Because,
goes top of C.
yeah, I just think it does look like an evolution. Like, looking at actual Audino in this, it gives me the same vibes of Pikachu and Raichu.
I
So,
guess so, yeah. I think,
you can leave it
yeah.
at top of C.
I want to
You
do
can do
this at
either.
bottom of B, and then I want to move Aggron up to A.
That's fair. I agree.
Oh,
Alright,
this guy.
Net.
I
I think
I
it's
don't think there's gonna
really
be much
cool.
argument.
Yeah, go ahead. Put it where you want.
Yeah, this is an S.
That's fair.
That's
B-Drill. I think B-Drill is a good B. Because I actually didn't. I want to. In props to Mega B-Drill, I don't like normal B-Drill that much, but I think Mega B-Drill does look kind of cool.
Mega Beedrill is super cool. Beedrill is one of my favorite bug types, but I'm trying to get bias out of the way. The reason I think Beedrill goes to like I think it's like would you agree like
I don't.
top or bottom of B? I think somewhere in B.
Middle. Do
I
middle of B, I think.
I think maybe like right here or maybe even
First off,
here.
yeah, sure, go ahead. It needs to be in B no matter what, because it is
Yeah,
a
because
B.
it's a B. Yeah.
Second off, I do think it does a good job at looking like an evolution, but not as good of a job as some others we have.
Yeah.
So I think that is a good lead into Mega Blastoise.
Yeah, this I think
I do.
it really sucks to think that like this is like this is a bad mega. It's like I love Mega Blastoise, but as a mega, it's not good.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, looking at the perspective of, admittedly not what they were going for, but if you look at Ben 10's Ultimate Aliens.
Okay, this is
and,
just so different.
No, my point is, if you look at it as it's supposed to be like a hyper evolved, battle ready version, it really does look like Blastoise got a huge upgrade. You know, search up Ultimate Humongousaur real quick.
Just can I do it on my phone and just put a picture later?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Ultimate Humongousaur. No, stop talking.
He has gun hands.
Oh my god, wait, he actually does have just Oh, this is just literally Blastoise.
Yeah. I think Blastoise. I think I want to give Blastoise top of B. Because I think it does a very good job of looking like an evolution. But I don't think it does good enough of a job to get over its solid.
I was gonna put it C, but I will put it in B purely because I just realized he has such a well-defined chin.
Yeah, he does have a nice chin.
So I think that goes either above
I think
Beedrill or
top.
above
I would put
Abomasnow.
top.
Okay.
Above Abomasnow.
Yeah.
Because I do think, like, it really does evolve the concept of cannons. Okay, I don't know if you're going to disagree. This is S.
No, I completely agree. This is an S.
I think top of S.
I
think.
I don't think top of S, but I do think it goes in S.
I think it's better than Baynet. Like, honestly, Mega Blaziken's one of the strongest megas, in my opinion.
Strong?
Because
what do you mean by strongest?
Kind of like design-wise, because admittedly this is coming in some of my bias, but I'm not a huge fan of Blaziken. Like, I would say Blaziken's my least favorite out of the three, but Mega Blaziken, like, pretty much completely shifts my view on Blaziken. I just think it's, like, it's exactly what Mega should be, in a sense of it's taking an older Pokemon and revamping its design with more modern ideas.
I think our
Yeah.
basis for the tiers is starting to shift because it's changed from like, oh, this mega is good because it's another evolution to like this mega is good because it's revamping
I feel
a
like
Pokemon.
maybe I just didn't describe it right. I was always going off, does it do a good job at evolving / reworking the Pokemon?
Okay, in that case, I agree.
So I would put it above Bayonet, but you can leave it there if you want.
I think the only
doesn't
reason
matter.
this doesn't go above Bayonet is because of just Bayonet is just like it feels like Bayonet is like the first mega design. This just feels so creative to have it like
I actually,
a puppet to like looking more like kind of like a puppet turned puppeteer almost.
okay, actually, I think what I think are more likely candidates for the first megas are going to come up much later in the list. So,
Yeah, no,
uh,
there is Charizard.
okay, so let's go to Camerupt or Camerupt, not
Yep,
Rumped. He doesn't have a butt. He
Rumped.
does. But,
Okay, this is an
I think
interesting
B.
one.
I want to give it B because I don't care for it too much, but I have to say it does look like a logical evolution for Camerupt.
I would like to put this in B and move Autono down to C.
Yeah, sure.
Where in B would we put this though?
We're Audino. Above Ampharos, but
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Oh,
okay.
this is a controversial pick. This is controversial.
Here's my thing. I'm willing to compromise with A, but unironically, I think Mega Charizard X is actually, if you had to give Charizard a new form, I think this is still the best way they've done a new form for Charizard because it changes up his wings, it makes him a bit spikier, gives him the flames and a new color scheme, and putting trying to. Here's my biased opinion. It looks cool as hell. Here's my non-biased opinion. It looks like a more powerful Charizard rather than 100% an evolution.
I really did think you were gonna say like, here's my bias, it's cool as hell. But here's the facts, it's cool as hell. And here's the thing, I agree, I think it looks super cool, but I think one thing is that this kind of goes into my bias too, is that I really like this Mega Evolution. And it kind of I know Charizard was always meant to be a dragon, but as we progressed in Pokemon, we've been like, okay, Charizard's not a dragon, Charizard's not a dragon. This feels like a proper dragon.
It brought it home.
Yeah, exactly. This brought it home as like Charizard is a dragon. So I think I am willing to go top of it.
I would go S, but you do whatever you want.
I will put it in bottom of S.
I will say something that does bump Charizard up for me that I really liked is Charizard, looking at these, to my knowledge, he's the only one to have a full-on color scheme shift in his X form. The rest of them
Latios.
Okay, yeah, but in fairness, that's just kind of a mix of their colors.
Metagross, kind of.
It's the exact same, but with a gold thing, which is why we're gonna come into. Let's just let's get Metagross out of the way real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Looking on our aspect of does it look like an upgraded form? In my opinion, it looks like Metagross just lifted his arms, which is why I can't put it higher than C.
I was gonna say the same thing. I think in concept it's super cool, but there should have been more changed. I think it goes top of C.
I really like it. If we were doing this list purely off of what we liked, I would say put it in A or S.
I would put this in S, but just as a design, it does kind of look like it went from Metagross being to Metagross like trying to raise his hands.
Yeah. Okay, so here's Mega Charizard Y. I think I think I think it's a good design. I definitely think it does look like it evolved from Charizard. I prefer X personally, which is why it's so hard for me to say it. But I think if we're looking at it from this perspective, I do think it has to be higher than X. Because I think I don't know.
I
I don't know. It
I
just feels like it had more of a proper.
I actually disagree. I feel like this actually changed Charizard quite a bit. This looks like you made Charizard spiky,
I
but
don't
this
completely.
actually changes Charizard.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point. I think if I had to take a guess, I actually think Mega Charizard X was its own thing that was designed after, because Mega Charizard Y fits much better in with Venusaur and Blastoise.
I think if that's the case, I would like to put it either bottom of A or top of.
Bottom of A, because I think it's a better design than Blastoise, but it's also probably okay. Diancie, let's just skip that. Not skip Diancie. I mean, let's just skip over the Charizard talk. Um, I think it deserves S. I think it takes
Really?
Diancie. I I do. I think it takes Diancie and makes her look as elegant as she should, and I think it is a proper evolution look. I think in the sense of what it's supposed to be, I think it deserves like bottom of S.
I. Uh, are
I
you
don't like
willing to go
Diancie, and
top of A? Because
not really, because I don't like Diancie, but for Mega Concept, I think does kind of it does it exactly how I think it should, which is
I guess it performs well as a Mega.
it's Mega, although not my favorite, does everything that I do think a Mega design should do, where it changes it up and also looks like a proper evolution, which is why I'd say S tier. You can leave it top of A, but that is
No,
I'm
you.
just trying to take
I
that.
think you convinced me. I think that is okay.
Okay, let's
Kalade.
move Gardevoir up so we can do both of
Yeah,
them
let's do
like
both
relatively the same time.
simultaneously.
Okay, so let's do Gardevoir. I think it's really cool, but I don't think it can get much higher than a B, maybe A.
I think this goes C.
I can't agree with C because I think it changes
Or I
enough.
think it goes like right here.
B. Okay, Glade, I'm trying my best to take out how cool I think he looks. In that case, I really want it to be A because I think he just looks really cool with his cape and his swords.
I think this is what Gallade should have been, and for that
From the
reason I
start.
put it in A.
Yeah. Put him
Oh,
above Charizard.
yeah, I agree. Okay. So
Okay. I
I
want to specify this. This might be controversial. I like Mega Garchomp's design.
really
I do. I think this is the one time where I'm fine with the spikes because the way they put it makes it look like it's an open mouth and those are like shark teeth. And he has the
yeah.
cool scythe arms and stuff. So I do really like Mega Garchomp for that aspect.
I think
Um,
I agree with what you're saying. It's just I'm sure you definitely know this by now. Garchomp is my favorite Pokemon.
I
And
think anyone that watches your channel might know this too at this rate.
that's fair. Um so I think it kind of just made me upset to see like Garchomp was so cool and they could have done so much with the Mega, but there's so much that they just didn't do. I think one of the things that I do like is like to what you said is like the teeth on its chest. I think looks
Yeah,
super cool. I like how the kind of blades are less kind of just like this and more like
it
an
doesn't
actual blade on the arm.
it doesn't feel like spikes to be spikes. It feels like a natural thing for the shark guy.
Yeah. I think for
And
that I I put it in like top of.
I'll put it top of B. I personally, if I was making actually let me check my list where I put him. Um yeah, if I was personally doing it, I'd probably do like an A or an S, probably A. But I think from the aspect of this, I think it deserves B, although now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I prefer it over Charizard Y.
Should we
So
move
either we
Charizard Y down?
Do we want to move that down, or do we want to move Garchomp up?
I think we move Charizard down
Okay.
and Garchomp.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. In that case, I'm rethinking it. Would you mind putting Blastoise in front of Charizard?
Yes. Or
Okay.
no.
Okay,
Sorry.
Gengar. I hate that I'm gonna say it has to probably be a B or an A looking at it more, because I really think this is an S tier design. I just don't know if it changes enough from Gengar. No, I think A. I think
I
A.
think this goes S.
Okay,
It
fair
feels
enough.
like a reasonable evolution. It feels like I
can
could
see
look like that. I could look at that and not look like that. I never want to look like that. I could look at that and be like, oh, Gengar got a new evolution. And not just like, oh, Gengar got a little bit scarier.
I think I'll give it S, because I think for most Pokemon it would work as an evolution. I just think in Gengar's line's case, they change so much from Ghastly to Haunter to Gengar.
They do.
It is kind of This is so similar to Gengar. It is kind of like not as different, but that's not a big deal.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
S. I
agree.
Let's do bottom of S, because I really like the design, but I think.
All right, go from an S to
like a D.
It's like bottom of. He opened his mouth.
No.
Or top.
Yeah, he opened his mouth. He can get above. Yeah, he's top of D.
Yeah, all he did was open his mouth. Okay.
Gyarados.
This looks like It looks like a big Tatsugiri.
Okay, so here's my thing. I think this is a very good evolution look, in the sense of making him look thicker and just more powerful.
Yeah.
I don't know if it deserves S, but I think A would be fair, because I do feel like I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think it is doing a pretty solid job of what it's supposed to do.
It's doing a good job at progressing its line, so I think it goes either top of B or bottom of A. And
bottom of A.
I think bottom of
Heracross. I hate to say it, because I do think it looks cool, but it's definitely a C.
I agree. This is I think bottom of C.
I put it a bit above.
You made Heracross buff. That's all you did, and you made his nose a little long.
I hate to say this, because Houndoom does kind of represent a lot of what I don't like about Megas, but the thing is, the more I think about it, the spikies kind of do work in Houndoom's case of like a demon dog.
Yeah,
with like bone armor.
Of like skulls,
so,
like skeletons.
I would put it at bottom of B, because I feel like it barely gets its way out of C just due to the theming of the Pokemon.
I think, bottom of B, I can work.
What's wrong? Did you step on a bee or something?
No, I'm not Amber Heard.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Okay. Latios.
Let's move him to the end, because I feel like this is something I'm not sure on yet.
You want to move these? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Lopunny. Okay. Lopunny. I have very strong opinions on why this is bad.
Okay. I think. Let me look at Lopunny again. I haven't looked at Lopunny in a bit. I shouldn't have searched this up, actually, thinking about
Jesus
it. But
Christ. Oh my god.
I think B. Because I don't know, B or C. I don't think it's great, but I also don't think it's awful. I do C, middle of the road.
So
what's your opinion?
I'm gonna try and argue for D, and just all I'm gonna say is what they did to Lopunny. They gave her tights. They gave her ripped tights, and that's it. And they made her ears just a little bit different. That is it.
Yeah,
I think
they also made her a bit taller.
All I'm saying is, what horny fuck at Game Freak was like, yeah, you know that Pokemon that's already sexualized? Give him tights. That is fucking weird. I think that goes D.
Sure, D for dick.
And now I want to put an E.
No, do
E
D.
for
Do
end.
D. I think it gets a D because it's much better than Kangaskhan design-wise. That's just because Kangaskhan's the same design.
So is this though?
No, not really.
You
I mean,
gave her
it's different.
tights and made her ears
Fine,
longer.
just leave it fine. E. I think it should probably go D, but
Okay, fine.
E.
We're
Okay.
putting it in D because I don't want to compare it to Kangaskhan.
Okay,
Okay.
here's my thing.
Oh, I'm gonna get hate
I
for
have
this.
very strong opinions, and I'm just gonna put it out here, and you can go on after this. Top of S.
Uh, really?
Unironically, this is one of my favorite megas. I think it's one of the best designed megas, and it takes me from being like lukewarm about Lucario to actually really liking the Lucario design. So honestly, I do think top of S.
I just I don't I don't see how it could go anywhere above like it doesn't feel like they reworked Lucario enough to go above the rest of them. Or I could see it being an A, but I couldn't see it in S.
So I think they actually reworked it a lot and reworked it with his theming. So first off, obviously they gave him the gloves that like look like fighting gloves, and they just increased everything in a sense. They evolved him. He's got the cool or they really look like dreadlocks. His mask is like legs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything looks like it's a new evolved form. I just think it does genuinely look like an evolved Lucario and like a vast improvement over Lucario. Like it takes Lucario from in my head from like a 6 or 7 to like a 10. So, and that's not trying to do in a bias sense. It's just it did improve the design. So I feel like that has to be part of it.
Are you willing to negotiate with like bottom of S?
Yes.
Okay. All I'm saying is I'm not happy about this.
All I'm saying is, I disagree completely.
Electrike.
I'm very happy.
Electrike.
C.
Is it
Not B.
Electrike or elect?
I think it's trike. B.
No, what is it? Wait, no. I'm actually Manetric.
Manetric.
Yeah,
B. I think it changes enough to get B, but
I don't
not
think
enough
it's.
to.
I don't think it's above Houndoom.
Yeah. Mawile.
Big Mouth.
A.
That makes. This is funny, but not. This is funny, but not cool. So I actually put it top of C.
I don't know. Let me look at its original design because I feel like it did do a good job.
It's like someone cut Mawile's mouth in half.
Actually, no. Mawile does. It looks a decent bit different. It gives it a second head tendril. It gives it the pants.
Like you ever seen a Demogorgon from Stranger Things? That's what.
No. Oh, I have seen them before. I just haven't watched Stranger Things. I think it deserves B because I think it. Honestly, it does do more than Manetric.
I feel like we should take out from B. There's something that should be taken away from B.
Then move Manetric down.
Yeah.
Okay, next is this guy. I think that's B. Maybe A.
It looks like it looks like he got injured and then the band-aid came.
What's his name? And that is not what it is. That's actually
No, okay, I know that's not what it is, but that's that was my first impression when I saw
What's this guy's name again?
Mechidum or Metachan. This is just an generally it's just such an unremarkable Pokemon.
I think it gets B. Looking at the comparison, it looks like an evolution. I think like I have to
here above Absol, below Gar.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Mega
Oh,
Mewtwo X
Mega
and
Mewtwo
Y.
X.
So I think let's get X done with. C is what I think. Maybe B.
I think bottom of C.
Okay. Mega Mewtwo Y S. I genuinely think S because it looks more like Mew.
I think that's fair.
No, we're not doing this
no,
no hat thing
no,
again.
no. This is fair. This is fair.
I think S because I do think it looks like kind of Mewtwo evolved.
This
more in a
does
sense
look
of
like an evolution.
less of an evolution. More of this looks like Team Rocket. I forget if it was a Team Rocket that was doing Mewtwo, right? It looks like
No, this
they
was
started to get
these.
better and better at being able to replicate Mew's genes, and this is what came of it. It looks like a more proper clone.
Okay, let's
I mean, yeah.
keep going.
Okay, well, please. Okay. Pidgeot. I actually think the color scheme's cool, but I don't think it can get more than B.
I actually think this goes like C. It doesn't. I don't think
Sure.
it changes enough to go in B.
Alright,
It kind
in
of
that
just
case,
is like Pidgeot, but like going down.
in that case, Pinsir gets a D.
Yeah,
Because it honestly looks like Pinsir just opened up its wings, like normal. Alright, I don't know if you'll agree or disagree. Top of S.
I agree. This is one of my favorite megas of all time.
I think that is, in my opinion, objectively, the best Mega.
I think objectively this is the best mega.
Okay, Sableye, D.
Wow.
I know you like him, but let's be realistic.
Can-
He's Sableye, but he's a rock.
Okay, can we negotiate for like here?
I'll give you that. But in that case, can Lucario go above Gengar?
Yeah, I'll move it. I'll move it down to D. Yeah, I'll move it.
Salamence?
Croissant. C for croissant.
I think he's really cool, but I also don't know if I'm willing to give him A.
I don't think they changed enough.
No, I think he changed dramatically. My man doesn't have
Or
legs
no,
anymore.
it's not that they didn't change enough. It's that they made all of the wrong changes. That's what it feels like. The wings are just a croissant.
I forget what it's called. What's it called again? Is it
Square.
No. What's the past paradox called?
Ancient.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
Par-
Roaring Moon.
Roaring Moon. I think Roaring Moon is a better Mega than this.
I agree.
So in that case, I want to give it B, but like not too high B. Mid like but yeah, no, like
Here.
right about there. Okay, Sceptile.
S.
I don't know if you'll agree or not. S, honestly, right behind Rayquaza.
Yeah, I agree. This is my favorite mega.
That's fair. That's valid. Scizor, I want to give A, because I do think he does kind of look like an evolved Scizor.
Okay.
I like how the lobster claws got longer.
So, I agree that this is A. However, I'd just like to point out, you know how we had like those kid scissors with like the zigzags?
Zebra ones.
The zebra one?
I had like zebra scissors. They were zebra themed.
Oh, well, yeah. I'd just like to say
It's the
those
same
are
thing.
really cool. And for
Yes, phone.
you got something on your phone? Here, it might have been me. Let me check.
Nice. Okay, let's move on.
No, hold on. I need to check if that was me.
Okay.
Of course. Shade 521 never gets old. Sharpedo. Mega Sharpedo.
Yeah, so I think Sharpedo at best gets C.
Why are you saying it like it's Sharpedo?
Yeah, that's fair. Sharpedo, like Torpedo.
Yeah.
At best, it gets C because it looks like they put a bunch of spikes on it. But honestly,
It looks like he got like a bunch of battle scars. Which kind of, I will say, I don't think Wait, where do you want?
Yeah, no, just put it at the top. Here's my thing. I like it. But as a Mega...
As an extension, it just isn't. It looks like you threw... It looks like you put Sharpedo into a pencil sharpener.
Okay, I'm just looking at the next one.
Okay, yeah. No, I would like... You know what? No, let's just... Are we done ranking that?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Okay, realistically, it's like a D, but I think he's really funny.
I think S for Slowbro.
I don't think we can give him S.
Oh. Top of... Tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's so goofy. To be fair, this does look like an evolution.
Yeah, no, give it B.
Yeah, no, this goes top of B.
No.
No, this goes top of B. This actually looks like an evolution.
It either gets top of B or Lucario goes above Gengar.
You know what? Yeah, I'm fine with that then.
Okay. Alright.
I'm really passionate about Slowbro. Mega Steelix?
S.
I think
I just think
agree.
This is one of the most great designs.
This is a very creative design. I think it goes like here.
I put it above Charizard.
I mean,
if we're taking out, put it third. I think if we're taking out what we prefer as the design, like if we're taking out what we like, I legitimately think this is one of the best designed Megas.
Okay, yeah, I fuck with that.
Swampert, I do like how swole he is.
He does look like an evolution. It does look like an evolution, but I don't think it goes in.
Not a great evolution.
I think it goes top of C.
That's fair. He's definitely, it's, no matter what way you spin it, even if we put him in B, he's such a vast departure from how good Sceptile and Blaziken are.
Yeah.
Okay, I really got to take my bias out of this one because I think they massacred my boy.
Yeah.
With this one.
No, I think we could just agree on D. This is just a genuinely bad evolution.
But here's why I don't think it should get B or D. I mean, I don't like the design, but taking that out, it looks like an evolution in a sense of it combines Larvitar, Tyranitar, and middle one. I forgot the name.
Pupitar.
It does look like it combined the three pretty well. Like the chest kind of looks like Pupitar, the head kind of has the Larvitar look, and it's overall a Tyranitar body.
I think just take off the spikes and you have a good Mega Evolution. But
I think
the spikes
I want to put it in B because I don't like it I don't like it personally, but going on an objective, what is it doing? I do think it's doing what it should be doing. I just don't agree with the outcome.
I would say bottom of B.
That's fair. Well, put it above Houndoom or something.
I think in that case we move this guy down.
Yeah, that's fair. Venusaur, honestly, I think kind of sucks.
I think Venusaur. Okay, here's my argument. This looks like an evolution.
I agree.
If going by your logic for Tyranitar, this goes alongside him.
I agree, but I also don't think it looks as changed as Tyranitar, which is what I'd put it below Tyranitar. I'd say bottom of B. I don't know. I mean, it does look. No, Tyranitar. No. You put no.
Yeah, hold on.
No. If you put him that high, then Lucario gets number 1. You better move that thing down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so here's the one. It's hard for me because I want to state right off the bat. I do like them. I like their designs.
As a design, they look really cool. I don't like how they look exactly the same.
Okay, on a different note, I actually do like that because I think it's kind of the idea of them becoming closer, and they were always basically the same with a different color. So the idea of them growing up more makes them more similar. I don't hate. I think it has a color change, so I can't.
Well, it's very slight.
Yeah, but it's still a color change. And then it does... I just want to double check what Latios looks like. They are, in fairness, they also did change how the wings and arms look, and they combined the wings with the arms. Where before, the wings were just on the back, and they had small little arms.
Yeah.
So I don't think it gets above B. So I would personally probably put in an A or S as I like how it looks. But I don't think they can get above B, because I think they're still very similar. I don't think they look like evolutions. I think they look like regional variants.
I think this goes in C.
I don't know if I can agree with C, because I feel like they should get B, but I can work with top of C. Although, okay, wait, real quick. Put one of them in top of C and the other in bottom of B.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, no, this is more of a position change, so yeah, let's do that.
I do think that pose looks better, yeah.
So this is our tier list.
Oh, do we want to do any last minute changes, or I think this looks good.
Yeah, no, we gotta make one last change. Okay, cool, let's save this.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh, no. No, fine. Put it back down. Okay.
You spelled he's wrong. You can't have that.
Hess.
No, it was on the first try. You had to get it right. That's...
He's just cooler than that.
He's is cooler than that.
He's just cooler than that. He's
I
just
love how you
cooler
could easily...
Yeah, no,
you could have easily fixed that by getting... Okay. I think this is a very respectable list.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, let's save that.
I actually do think, taking out design preference, this is a very respectable list. Like, I do think this works.
I think the only thing that isn't respectable is that, why is he only in B?
I think
don't think it's
you
fair.
should probably give up on this.
Why? Why? It's a good evolution.
So
it's a good evolution.
In the old tier list we did, N was not wearing a hat. So, in that picture, he could not make hat.
Oh my god, this was from...
Like, yeah.
Almost.
No, this is old. We're either going back to this.
That's like 8 months ago.
Probably more.
Yeah, no, that might even be actually a year ago.
Yeah. Okay, but, you guys, I'll be blunt. We want interaction in the comments.
We want interactions, chat.
Tell us how well we did. Because I will not disagree that we did poorly.
That's fair.
I think, in chat, you can either do it in one of two ways if you want to actually do this. One is just put what your favorite mega is, or be like, you guys are kind of right, although I would have moved that a tier or something. Like, maybe they think Slowbro should be E tier.
Okay, buddy. TLDR, just get mad at us in the comments. Or in the shorts that I'll make out of this.
Whatever drives up interaction, we'll like that.
Whatever makes us money. And
whatever.
Here at MallTalk, that's what we want. Thank you for watching MallTalk Podcast, and I'll see you next time.